Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, Gercino?
What's going on?
Dude, you did your hair? I didn't do mine. I didn't know.
It was a little crazy, you know. I had the bed head, so it was kind of all crazy.
It looks good.
How's everyone doing? Dude, so how's your weekend?
It was good. It was good. I saw you got a chance to go with hang out in the hot tub. Is the pool water cold right now?
Oh, well, I have a heater, so I turned the heater on and had that
Nice.
cranking all day. And I'm Brazilian, so you know that pool has to be at like 91 degrees.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So yeah, no, it was good. We had a good day in Asbury yesterday. I mean, the only bad part is my phone is completely shut
I
out.
know. How'd that happen?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I called Apple support already. I went to a store. They're like, all we could do is replace it. And the crappy part is that the last backup was a few days ago. So I have all these clients I'm texting with, and once I reset, that all gets deleted. So now after this meeting we have, I'm going to spend 2 hours writing down all the people's text messages.
Yeah, it's horrible. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It sucks because some people I wasn't able to get back to. It's like, and I never ignore people, you know. I'm sure people are like, what's happening?
Yeah, but we never expect our phone to like just completely shit.
Yeah, in the middle of a Saturday during a pandemic when nothing's open. Like, what do you do?
Apple, you got me?
Yeah.
How was Asbury Park? Would you looking at an investment property?
Yeah, actually, we just got a 4-family under contract.
Nice.
Through about 4 blocks from the boardwalk in each side of Main Street. So it's like awesome. Yeah, there's people have 10 months left on the lease. Probably after that, I'm gonna ask for the house back. I'm gonna do a full deep reno and just have it as like a little Airbnb investment home thing. So
beautiful, bro. That's
see a lot of people on. All right.
Yeah, I guess we'll give it another minute or so, see if some people come on, and then I think we'll let you dive right into
yeah.
I'll let you give your intro. Your intro is a lot better than mine will be.
Sounds good. No worries. Yeah, no, it's simple. And if I could be honest with you, especially the people that are in here now, the concept of what it is that we've created, it's not a mass thing. It's not a numbers game for us. It really is quality. It's people that really want to be, in this world, in this field, and really want to kill it. Those are the people we want to associate with. So for us, we don't want 50 people groups anyways, because it's like we want to be able to pick, So I'll get into that with you guys, and I thank all you guys for being on here, because obviously taking time out of your morning when you're a professional, it's a tall order, so you have to get value out of that. So
if I can ask everybody to, I know some of you have your emails and things like that, but if you could just put your emails in the chat box. So if you ever have a question, Gercino's on our team at AnnieMac, so he works directly with us. So if you have questions regarding anything that he goes over, you can reach out to him, you can reach out to me, whatever, but that would help as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if you guys don't mind, I mean, if I guess, so I get to start knowing you guys a little bit too. If anyone could just give me like a quick 1 to 1 minute and a half of quick intro of yourself, so I know who you guys are and a little about you, and then I'll get going with everything. Cameras are going.
Teardrop.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
You back in the mountains?
Oh my goodness. I am. I want to go home. I'm not sure if I can.
I don't know if you should right now. I would say.
No. I mean, I have in-person appointments scheduled for the morning, so I don't know why.
Crazy.
Anyway, so thank you for doing the call for us. I appreciate the class. I'll go first and introduce myself. I'm Deidre Quinn. I'm team lead for Deidre Quinn Associates, and I've been in the business for like 17 plus years. We have a small, productive, awesome team that we're always looking for, new avenues to increase our lead gen. So
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, Deirdre.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
My name's Alexa Stutman, and I am a part of the leadership team at Keller Williams Philadelphia. So I'm not an agent yet, but I work closely with all of the agents and help out with the marketing and events and
Awesome.
the education committee.
I like that you said yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Do that.
Like that.
Do that. I like that. Yep, yep.
Yes.
Foreshadowing. I like it. I like it. Who else we got?
Hey, I'm Devin. I'm on Deirdre Quinn's team. I'm an agent on her team. So yeah, we're excited to learn about the world of house flipping with you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Devin.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Hi, I'm Dominique. I'm also on Deidre's team in the admin role.
Awesome.
Hi,
Great.
Dominique.
Hi, Jesse.
I love your videos.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I think we got almost everyone. If someone doesn't want to go on, you don't have to, but I just like usually getting to know people a little bit. So if you guys aren't comfortable, just that's okay. But if anyone wants to go on, now's the time. Alrighty. So I guess we're good to start, Jesse, right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right.
I think we're good.
Cool. So I just want to start off the meeting thanking you guys again for spending your time this morning. I personally hate being stuck in meetings sometimes, so when I hold one, I try to make it so it's fun, effective, and quick and to the point. So with that being said, I just want to start out by sharing a very fun fact that I love with you guys to start the group, and it's a little known fact that more millionaires were made during the Great Depression than in any other era in U.S. history. That's a fact. During the darkest time known to man in U.S. history, more millionaires were made during that time than any other time. So the reason I bring that out there, I want you guys to understand me, Gercino, who I am as an individual and where my mentality is and kind of my views when it comes to that. So I'm all about abundance. I came from nothing. I recommend you guys add me on Facebook. I know a lot of you are friends with me already on Facebook. I put a nice homage to my grandparents yesterday, and I take care of them, and we bought a dream home now, and they live with us, and it's, we came from Brazil with really nothing, and we've built this up. This is a little background on myself. So years went by. I got into real estate game as an investor. So for the last 10 years, I've been, diving in headfirst into passive income with rental investments. So originally I thought I wanted to flip, and I did one flip in Lake Kapakong 8 years ago, and it was fun, it was profitable, but then I realized all that, time and energy going into something, and then you just get rid of it out of your portfolio, you get some money and move on. It didn't excite me. So I moved on to buying multifamilies. In doing so and learning the game, talking to 100 bank reps and 100 realtors, 100 contractors, that really gave me an edge in the field to really know the good things out there and the bad things out there, right? And for some professionals are horrible, some professionals are great. So my journey was to kind of figure that out. So in the last few years, I've personally been helping friends and family get into real estate, and I help first-time buyers figure out how to get into their first home, build some equity with a renovation loan, refi out, drop their PMI, have that money now, explain to them how in 2 years we can create a system where in 2 years I can help them upgrade every 2 years to a more expensive house, and always getting money back from equity you're putting in. And in return, by the end goal, you have a bunch of houses in your portfolio, which in my opinion is the best retirement platform in this country, above everything else in my belief system. So with that being said, I was at the point where I was helping a ton of people already, and I was like, okay, handing off these people sometimes to realtors or attorneys, and sometimes they weren't having good experiences with these people. And ultimately, I was just referring them to a realtor that has a listing up on Zillow and hoping that they would treat my friend or relative the right way. So that's where kind of everything came to play. So My House, My Flip came to play. It really started with me just helping people, like I said, get into real estate, get into a 3 or 4 family, build that lifetime equity. And from that, I started getting a lot of referrals. I started getting leads from everywhere. I started having then a shift happen where the professionals that I'm interacting with, like all of you guys in here, it goes from me explaining to you how I kind of educate my clients to think in this format. But then in doing so, I figured out too that, 80%, probably 70 to 80% of people in real estate don't invest in real estate. So what I found is a lot of loan officers, a lot of realtors, they wanted to learn the game then as well. And it's a game that's available for all of us. And it's as simple as, if I can make it simplistic for you guys, is you find a 4-family for $400,000 that no one wants to touch. You go in there, you put $150,000 into that property, you're into it for $550,000, and it appraises for $700,000, right? So that's the end game with these properties and these renovation loans. Because now when you're at $700,000, you're able to refinance that and get all your initial down payment back in your pocket, right? So you can go do another one, and now you have a 4-family that's paying itself off and making you monthly profit every month. So that's really the game that I've been teaching a lot of our people, right? So in doing so, I got to the point now where we have a lot of customers, throughout the state. We're making it out to Philly, Pennsylvania, we're Virginia Beach already. We're getting to the point where we're starting to help a lot of people, because My House, My Flip, we do this for free for our clients. So I'm literally taking people in. We're offering 1-hour free consultations to all our clients. And it's simple. Here's what we do as My House, My Flip. We sit down with them. The first 10 minutes of a consultation, I'm letting the client tell us what their perception of real estate is. Because you'll find that everyone thinks they know one thing or two things about real estate, but the misconceptions are wild. A lot of times they don't really understand the game. Most of the times they don't. So the first 10 minutes is really understanding where they are mentally. That allows us as a company to say, okay, that's where we're going to pick up the ball and go with. Some people already have some experience, and we don't have to talk to them about, step A, B, and C. They're already at step D, so we want to pick it up from there. So we allow them to tell us what their perception is. And at that point, we literally game plan. I give them some options. We give them some ideas, some examples of single family homes, if you're going to look into it as a first time buyer, or if you want to go on an investment route where you say, I don't need to live in my dream home right now, and I want to live in my dream home in 5 years. I put a plan together for these people. They literally get a 3-family, a 3-family, a 3-family the next 4 years. And in the 5th year, they're living in $1 million house, mortgage free, because all these properties are paying for that mortgage. So there's different techniques for everybody. So that's what we do. We dive in head first. A lot of times these people are not getting this quality service from anywhere, because unfortunately, when you reach out to a realtor, you guys, time is money. You got to be able to sell a house. You want to know if they have a pre-approval. So it's tough for you guys to take an hour to kind of just explain stuff to people. And then the loan officer, the same thing. Jesse's taking 12 pre-qualifications a day. It's tough for him to be able to as well, like sometimes, like really just sit there and talk for a couple hours with these people. So we wanted to create a system that these clients could just come directly to us and not have the stress of needing to buy right away, or they just don't want to have the pressure. So we're kind of taking the pressure away from these clients. And what we're noticing is by doing so, you gain a real deep trust with them, right? And now that's only phase 1 of what we do at My House, My Flip. So that's understanding where their needs are. And now we get them to the point of getting a pre-qualification. As soon as they need a pre-qualification, if any of your clients come through this system, or they need help through the system, whatever the case is, and they're ready for the pre-qualification time, Jesse gets the phone call. Jesse, here's the pairing. We put them in a group text. We introduce everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Here you go, Jesse, help us out. He gets a pre-qualification. We then call Deidre and say, hey, listen, customer's ready to go. Here's what their mind's at. Here's their budget. Here's the pre-qualification. Everything's done. Here you go. Here's your customer. So we want to make it a real smooth system. Now, to do a smooth system, I want to really be able to guarantee all of my clients that they're going to get the best service in history, right? That is my ultimate goal. So how do I do that? Well, I do that by creating an exclusive system. So now, since I have these clients that I'm able to help, I've been developing groups of realtors throughout the state, and now we're getting to other states as well. And it's simple. We're getting these realtors to understand some of these clients, how we're going to operate with them, so that this way, if you align your vision with what we're doing, and you're what we call an optimal pro, and we'll dive into that more with Jesse later on. I kind of just want to give you guys an overview. We could dive in later more. We identify professionals as the optimal pros. And the optimal pro, for me, here's how I classify it. as a professional in real estate, the last 8 years, I've dealt with 3 types of professional. The first kind are professionals that are real sweethearts. They're phenomenal human beings. You want to help their business grow. They're good people, but unfortunately, they don't have that sixth sense as a sales professional to get the job done. You guys all know what that is, like that hunger to just get the job done. Unfortunately, some people don't have that. On the opposite side of the spectrum, you have companies that are bigger, you have more reviews, they're more successful, but a lot of times they start filtering these clients through so many levels that a lot of times the client just feels like a number and it's not really a personal relationship. Me personally, through all these transactions I've done, I've probably met 2 title people in my life. Out of all these deals I've done, there's no human connection a lot of times with these people. So I wanted to eliminate all that. And by eliminating it, it's literally explaining to people like yourselves what it is we're doing, what our value systems are, how we want to treat these clients, and partnering up with agents like yourself so we're comfortable when we do give a lead to someone like yourself to say, hey, listen, we have this client in your area, you help them out, here's the pre-approval, everything like that. And we want to be able to trust that you're going to do the right thing. You knowing how hard it is to get into this program lets you realize how serious it is, along with the professionals that are in it. So that's phase 2, is the realtor. You guys are phase 2 of this whole thing, because we want to have mutual clients that we can refer to each other and educate these clients on a lot of the matters that we're speaking about. Phase 3, at that point, we have to introduce our clients to professionals in the field. So in our network, in My House, My Flips network, we're bringing on attorneys, land use attorneys, title companies, home inspectors, homeowners insurance. Our website launching next week has all these different platforms. It's going to have each professional, including whatever realtors in it, is going to have your own bio page with a little about yourself, a personal picture, maybe you and the dog. We're really trying to add a human element for our clients that the professional side of things have taken us away from. And that's what I kind of want to combine again. So for the professional side, what we do is whenever we onboard a realtor, like let's say one of you guys ended up onboarding, we ask every realtor for one referral. We say, listen, we want the one professional that unequivocally, hands down, you would refer your own mother to without even thinking twice, because they're the best at what you know at what they do. Only one. So that what's happening with that is every realtor has that one person that's gold for them out there. We're meeting that one person, whether they're a title company, homeowners insurance, whatever it is. We're doing a one-on-one with them as well. We're explaining to them our system. We're bringing them on our platform. My House, My Flip never charges the realtor to be on our site, and we never charge the professionals to be on our site. So these professionals are coming on now, and they're getting more referral business from any client for My House, My Flip. And all we ask of them is, listen, this is free advertising for you. But when you have one of our clients, when you get that phone call that says, hey, listen, we're in phase 3, they need a title company, they need an attorney, whatever they need, and there's a drop down there, and they chose you, you're going to take care of our clients like gold. Because phase 4, when everything closes, the whole transaction closes, we do a follow-up exit call with every client that came through My House, My Flip. And we find out, how was the realtor that helped you? How was the title company? How was the attorney? And ultimately, if there's any bad eggs in the group and they don't care about our clients, they're gone. And you can't reapply to get in. You can't pay to get in. So it's really an exclusive system that I'm creating to just be a referral-based system that any professional in, every one of you realtors, when you have a client that's going through maybe a new attorney that you don't know in another area, but you know they're part of My House, My Flip, you as a realtor will know what it took for that person to get in. So you know we're all on the same page mentally. So that's just the client spot, right? So that's cool. That's all things we offer our clients. It's another source of potential income for you guys. That's all fine and dandy. But then there's a part that for you guys, that's the part that I obsess with: growth and business scaling. Throughout my whole career, I've scaled a few businesses to really big levels. I love growth. I love personal growth. So that's where I tackle it with you guys. And whoever comes part of the system, I do ask all of our realtors to give us their goal, their realistic goal. And we try to forecast with them how to get to that goal. And we almost, My House, My Flip almost becomes an accountability partner for you, the realtor, right? Because a lot of times you need that. And as a realtor, when you're a professional, sometimes you're your own critic, and you never have someone to kind of lean on when you need help or something like that. We always just want to be here to be able to help you grow. If you ever need help, advice, anything like that, you contact Jesse, you contact myself, Brian Offner, you guys all know him. Like, we're literally all part of a team. We all wear different hats, but together it's what we're creating as a whole. So now I want to get into a little bit of what do you guys as the realtor get? All right, so give me 1 second. Let me open some notes up here. So again, when we're coaching up our clients, although the name of the company is My House, My Flip, we are not trying to convert every customer to do a renovation loan. We're not even leading with that. We're simply letting our clients know that there are different methods to buy a home. So when they come to us, we explain to them what a regular purchase looks like, what a rental purchase looks like. And since we don't shy away from it, what we've noticed is a lot of clients are becoming very attracted to this renovation game once they really understand all the negative nuances aren't really real, and we walk our clients through this. So that is one step of what we do. But ultimately, My House, My Flip, you guys could look at it as literally a concierge for these clients for any questions, even if it's a regular transaction, non-renovation, it could be a condo, whatever it is, we help them with that. All right. So now to help you guys though, because the name of the company is My House, My Flip. So how do we help you guys? So our goal is to help you guys get more listings. Obviously, there's money in the buyer's side and the seller's side, but everyone knows that as being a listing agent, that's where your goal is. And obviously, the more listings you can get, the more money you're going to grow. And it could be something as simple as saying, hey, I average 12 listings a year. I want to get it to 18 listings this year, right? It's an attainable goal. How do we do that? How do we monetize that and do that? Well, once you're part of My House, My Flip, if you guys go through it and you guys want to learn more about this and whatnot, once you're part of it, we're going to help you get listings. Here's how. So whenever you guys walk through any house at all that has old carpeting, scratched wood floors, peeling wallpaper, old kitchens, old bathrooms, cracked stairs, poor roof, siding's bad, the backyard is bad, whatever it is that you guys notice as an agent when you're trying to get a listing, you just got yourself that listing. And here's how. When you agree with that client, let's say you agree with that client and say, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, let's use Mr. and Mrs. Jones as the names. We walk through the house, we're agreeing on $250,000, correct, as a listing price, okay? So we're listing your home on Zillow, on Trulia, on Realtors.com, on all these sites that everyone knows, that all your competitors are telling them as well. We're listing it on there for $250,000. But here's where the close comes. Now you're going to have any realtor that's part of My House, My Flip. You're going to be able to send a client directly to the site if you'd like, because we're going to help you close that deal. Or you just use this as leverage. You're going to simply say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, here's the good news. I'm an exclusive member now of My House, My Flip. And in addition to all of those sites that we're listing it on, we're going to also feature your listing on My House, My Flip platform. And My House, My Flip platform could be either the website or the Facebook group that we're creating, right? And here's the key to that. My House, My Flip is going to be showing that $250,000 listing to $300,000 buyers. We have buyers with every price range that you can imagine, right? So we have $300,000 buyers, $400,000 buyers, $500,000 buyers. We figure out you have a 250 listing. You say, hey, My House, My Flip. Hey, I got a listing coming on right now, 250. The area has some good comps. If there was a little bit better kitchen here, new floors, I think we could really blah, blah, blah. Now we're going to show that house to the $300,000 client that's interested in that area. And we're going to teach that client with that $50,000 how they can create their new kitchen, new bathroom, new floors, everything that they want. They can go to Home Depot, pick out the backsplash, make it fun for them, right? And now, if we do this the right way, guys, now they're all in for 300 or even less sometimes. You could even be under budget at times. And what's going to happen on the other side of that, you're building value. You've literally just cut out the middleman flipper that you guys are all going to these houses and it's bidding wars on the best property in each town. Now you're able to still do that, but have an extra utility knife now to say, hey, listen, either your budget is not big enough for what it is you're trying to do, or two, You want to build equity in a property. You want to learn how to, because these properties, a lot of times you're going, people are outbidding themselves. Properties aren't appraising sometimes. It becomes a crazy show, right? And for what? At the end of the day, the client owes the same amount of money that the house is worth. When literally we have the tools, and you guys as professionals, especially someone like Deidre, 17 years in the business, you could walk into a house like this and you know instantaneously that if this house had a little bit newer kitchen and new bathroom, that house would sell like crazy because the comps in the area are high. You know that as an experienced rep. Now you get to throw that in your utility belt to say, hey, listen, we're part of this exclusive program as well, right? Because you guys got brought in through Jesse. The only way to get in the system is by being referred in by someone who personally knows you. So, and Jesse knows how serious I am with it. So it's the trickle down effect. You guys will ultimately understand how serious it is as you on board. And then that's a continuous, right? It's a continuous thing. So now going back to the listing part, we're going to give you guys all cards. They're going to be nice yellow cards with our logo on it and everything. And it's going to be just some basic information. And in the back, it's going to say myhousemyflip.com/strategic seller. We're calling them a strategic seller. So now you're going to give them these cards. If they're thinking about you versus 2 other listing agents, you're going to give them this exclusive card. And you're going to say, hey, listen, when you're making your decision, just check this site out if you want to learn a little more. They're going to do it. They're going to log in and they're going to say, hey, strategic seller, that's me. I'm selling the house. I'm strategic. How am I strategic? Boom, you got their attention. They log into that link. It's going to be a video from myself explaining to them what our system is, what it means for you, for whoever gave you this card. They're a realtor in our database. Here's what it means for them to be an in-network realtor. Here's what they went through. Here's how we identified them being as an optimal pro. They're literally the perfect balance of the best human, and they'll get the job done for you. And here's how we're going to get your house sold faster. We educate our clients on how to build equity in their homes and getting their dream homes for at budget or under. And by your realtor sending you to us, we believe that your property is a good fit. Now you're telling these clients that you're going to have not only the $250,000 buyers looking at their house, you're going to have $300,000 buyers looking at their house. That's game changer. And that's literally what we're doing for these realtors that are in our platform right now. We have a few underway in New Jersey already, which is awesome. And guys, if you have any questions, start writing them now, because at the end of this, I want to really dive into this. I want to answer a lot of questions. I really want you guys to engage with this if you guys, see a way in for yourselves. Give me 1 second here. Now, the ultimate perks for realtors, whatever realtors in My House, My Flip, we're giving them more perks than just the listing side of things. The concierge service that we told you guys about, that we literally just grab that customer, ease their anxieties, calm their nervousness. We talk through the things with them. We get them prepared for that pre-approval. So you can sometimes use us as a buffer. When you reach out to Jesse, reach out to My House, My Flip as well. Say, hey, listen, tag team this customer. They're a little colder on their feet. We can help warm them up. Or if you get used to the system and you want to send everyone through the concierge, as a realtor, you have the ability of figuring out what clients you want to send through that or not. And literally, we just grab them by the hand and walk them through everything. If you don't want to go through the concierge system, that's okay as well. All of your clients, as long as you're an active member of My House, My Flip, all of your clients will have access to all of the perks on the site. So they'll be able to go on and choose their own attorney. They'll be able to choose their title company, and everyone will have about them, and they could really choose who they would like. In addition to that, though, we want to give realtors a way to market themselves more. So marketing's a big missing piece that a lot of realtors complain about. And we happen to have an in-house marketing team that we're, made an agreement with My House, My Flip, and we're literally helping you guys, the realtors, grow. How do we do that? So you guys will meet, you guys have met Brian already. We're going to have more in-depth conversations that have actual follow-up plans. Because sometimes what we do, we hear a good idea, it's great, but then as soon as we're off a call like this, you get a client that calls you and you're right back to that loop, and we end up capitalizing on what the next step is. So together as a team, we really want to figure out how we could do some more marketing for you, how we could do some more videos for you. The beautiful thing about any of these renovation deals that we do together, any of the good ones that have real good ARV, which a lot of them will, ARV is after repair value. You guys, I'm assuming you guys know that. And we're going to do documentary style recording on that. And if you're an agent for that property that we built all that equity into now, we're going to co-brand together. We're going to market it and put it out there for everyone to see. And you're going to be that realtor that starts getting to be known as the realtor that's a pro in this field. And you yourself don't have to be a pro. You just have to know enough of the vocabulary to engage. And then once you throw to the right company like this, we're going to take the customer through that. Therefore, that's the reflection of yourself as the realtor, because you become a better expert because you're involved in a program that's an expert in that field. So that's literally how we take it through. So social media as well. A lot of you guys know my fiance, Kelsey, my beautiful fiance. She, our goal is to really help realtors as well expand their social media game. We really want to attack a lot of different game plans with that. And again, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about now, all these cool before, during, and after video clips that we're going to have, mini HDTV style clips. And you're a realtor, and that's going to be blown up everywhere. And you're going to start being known as that. Access to credit repair. You guys all know the situation. Brian Offner as well. We got the credit company in-house as well. My House, My Flip, same thing. We have 2 clients right now that no one wanted to waste their time with. There were 491 credit score and a 510 credit score. Mother and son, Dominican family, single mother, lives in New Brunswick, New Jersey, lives in pays $1,550 per month on a really rough area and not a very nice apartment. They have mice infestation in there, and it's horrible. And they watched my video a few weeks ago, and I said, if you're paying more than $1,500 a month in rent, you have to start thinking differently. You have to look at things differently. And they contacted me and they said, we've been watching all your videos, and you know what? We're ready to change our lives. So now imagine that. Now we have My House, My Flip has a 491 credit score from New Brunswick, single mother. No one ever wanted to help them. No one ever had the ability to help them. Really, that's the reality of it. And now we're putting them through our system. We're creating a real 6-month plan to get them pre-qualified. Now, once they get their pre-qualification, a realtor from that area is going to get that lead. And now we're going to show that person that was paying rent how to get into a 2 or 3 family house. Now that they don't pay rent, they make rent. And we change someone's family tree for the rest of their lives. That's what we're literally about as a company. And those are the testimonials when we put out there, that spreads like wildfire. A lot of times we want to, how do we advertise? How do we get the news out there? You need success stories. Everyone likes those 4-minute Facebook videos that tells a story of a success story. And we're literally able to do that for people now that before we weren't. So any client that you get that has bad credit, normally as a realtor, you say, hey, listen, here's a credit company, down the road, get a pre-approval, contact us back. We'd love to. But after that, what's the follow-up game really, right? As a realtor, like you get busy again, and that 480 credit score from 4 months ago, you might not really focus on it that much anymore, right? So now you have an ability as a realtor to say, hey, listen, My House, My Flip, wonderful client. Her name's Martha, real rough credit, had a bad divorce, going through X, Y, and Z. She really wants to, she's looking for like a $300,000 house. She can't get it approved most likely. And boom. At that point, we contact Jesse. Hey, Jesse, we got a client from Deidre, rough credit. We tie it in with Brian. We come up with a real game plan. And then next thing you know, 3 months from now, you get a phone call. Hey, by the way, we got a pre-approval on that customer you sent us 3 months ago. She's ready to buy a house now, right? Another tool that you can pick up a few extra deals per year that I'm sure all you can relate to. Sometimes you lose those clients. And the final step is to be a member of My House, My Flip. You do have to go through a certification training for renovation, because again, we want you guys to be confident with the verbiages when we send you a client, right? So again, we don't want you to be the pro in this. We don't want to send you through a 40-hour course. We don't want to do that. We want to go through a basic course with you guys, which is less than an hour long, to really dive into your questions, really understand the what ifs. This way you sound confident when you're talking to your client, confident enough to just do the handoff to us. And boom, at that point, we take that over and create those success stories to be able to market, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. That's kind of the overview of the whole thing and the vision of it. And again, even you guys listening to this, I challenge you guys, if you're not in real estate, consider it, because the opportunities are insane right now. You can literally pick up 3 or 4 families, put in a little bit of money, and get all your money back out and have a 4 family in your portfolio. Stuff like that is possible, and it doesn't take a lot of money. against popular belief. So those are the conversations that I would love to have with you guys individually and as a group. And but with that being said, guys, that pretty much concludes like the overview of it. I would love to take in some questions. I know your brains are probably moving a million miles an hour right now. So you guys let me know what you have. Anyone have any questions? If not, then that's great. That was effective.
I know Avi wants to talk. I know that.
Yeah, people are sending, everyone's sending their emails and.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I appreciate that.
So with everybody's email address, we'll also we'll send you some follow-up on everything so we can help you get into the group if you want. And so we can, our end goal is to cultivate more business for you. That's what our end goal is. We want to help you this is why Gercino is on our team. His mind is functioning at a really, really high level with all of this. And it's my house, my flip is serious. Like, and there's only serious people that are going to be involved with this. And this is what we want to bring to you. It's going to be huge.
Absolutely. And the concept of it for you guys too, it's networking for you guys. And we want you guys to be able to network. To give you an example, like right now, I have 4 agents, right? One of them contacted me and said, hey, listen, I'm listing a house in Westfield, New Jersey, right? I have 2 realtors in my house, my flip ready from Westfield. So what did I do? I put them in a group text together. They're sharing their listings. They already booked an appointment off market. That house is probably going to get sold before it even hits Zillow. So that's the type of stuff that you guys will also have with agents from other states and your own states. You'll have kind of like, you know, early knowledge of deals coming on the market and things like that. And we want to build relationships with you guys and other realtors from other areas as well. Prime example too, we had a realtor in here in Rahway. He had a New York customer. He said, hey, G, you don't need good New York customers. I introduced him to Anthony. And now they became friends, and now they're giving each other deals. When they have a Jersey deal, he sends it to him, and vice versa. This came out of and now they're sharing each other's stuff on Facebook. So we're really creating a camaraderie that, and I'll be honest with you guys, you know, like this is a very big team atmosphere. It's a family atmosphere. We'd like to grow in that manner, you know. And if you guys kind of have that same frame of mind, we'd love to extend the conversation further. And if not, that's cool too. Listen, another day, if you're doing what you're doing is working and you kind of, that's enough, and that's okay too. But we really want to make sure when we go to the next level, everyone in our platform is on the same page with everything.
We really, really think, and as Annie Mac is probably the top. I've worked for a lot of companies. I've been with Annie Mac for a while as well, but I've done renovation loans with other companies, and they were nightmares. You know, luckily I was able to hold everything together because I know. But the way that Annie Mac works on a renovation loan compared to other companies is it doesn't even compare. And that's why I get so many renovation loans from other companies, like Guaranteed Rate and other things. I'm getting leads because they can't close them. I get them closed, you know, and things like that. Like Annie Mac is known for this. And in this market, I feel like, and you guys can probably agree, there's not a lot of inventory out there. And when we got FHA buyers, I mean, let's face it, a lot of it, it's tough to get these offers accepted when we're competing on these let's say that it's a gorgeous house. You know, there's a lot of conventional offers going in. People are putting 20% down. They're getting those offers before us. I think it's important to be able to take the FHA buyers to the house that's not 300,000 and already done, to the 225, 250 house that needs a little bit of work, that's been on the market for 20, 30, 50 days, that's not selling. Because every house right now, if it's on the market for more than 20 days, you know, might be something wrong with it right now, you know, because of the low inventory. And this is where I think we can tell our clients, like, this house is actually a beautiful house. It's in the same neighborhood that you want. Everything is perfect with it. it just needs some updates. It needs some renovations. I have the perfect team for you. They'll hold your hand through it. And this is where we introduce the Gercino, hold their hand through this whole process. I'm an expert at renovation loans. It's what I love doing them, because just people don't understand too much about them. And if we can help them with the renovation loans, you know, we'll have a partner for life as well.
Yeah. No, that's very, very well said. Very said. Again, and the cool thing is, a lot of these FHA buyers, sometimes you're not able to get them a house. They're really open-minded because it's the first house they're buying, so they're really open-minded to doing these 203Ks sometimes, and you know, and we're able to really help a lot of people and create those success stories, and have a team behind you guys that we can broadcast this out there, because that's the most important part. When you're putting out a success story on your Facebook or on your page, how many people are seeing it, right? So what we've done between my fiance, myself, the team, everybody, we've really built a strong following on social media, and that helps us get any deals that we do together out there and everything like that. So again, I agree with Jesse 100% with that. And listen, guys, honestly, a lot of times, you know, 7 out of 10 times, I'd say, you build enough equity in those 203K deals, you know, we're refinancing those customers later and knocking out their PMI. Their mortgage payments less than that $300,000 house they have now that's worth $320,000 is a lower payment than the $300,000 house that they would have got with the PMI, and the house is probably worth just $300,000. So, you know, you're literally creating success stories for people, and we just broadcast it. That's it.
I think that's huge. And everybody that's in this business too, and I hope you all think like this. I know some of you actually do. This is a long-term game. Okay. It's not about one deal and let's forget about that and move on to the next. No, that one person is going to refer you to so many more. And with these renovation loans, if you're putting them in a duplex, a triplex for their first home, and they're open to that, well, guess what? They're going to want in the next year or two, they might want to move into their single family house out in the suburbs or something like that, or buy another one and keep that portfolio going. They might want to sell the other one from years ago that you've had a client, you've had this client for 5 years. So let's think in that perspective as well, like that you're going to be able to sell these houses to them in the future, because we're building up portfolios for these people. And that's huge.
And real quick too, to announce for you guys, we did just make a deal with an architect that I've personally known for 7 years. He's done all my architectural drawings. We just developed a partnership now. So officially, as of next week, My House, My Flip will have an in-house architectural company that specializes in these renovations and square footage optimizations, as I like to call it. And we're going to have, that tends to be one of the things that trips up customers the most. Getting a good architect that doesn't really understand what they're trying to do. They want a lot of upfront money, turns people off. We're creating a system that really kind of eliminates that. So that'll be a resource that you guys will have as well. Anything that you guys ever need with that, you let us know as well. But one quick thing for you guys, just to know how you can convert anything into leads, really. One of my top realtors down here, he's a police officer, actually. He just started real estate about a year ago. Guy's killing it. He's at real estate's becoming like his full-time job. He's doing all heavy renovation stuff. But what he does is he's smart. He works with his regular customers a lot, and he throws a lot of his renovation stuff my way, because I help it with him, and then we combine forces and we do it. So here's how he grew that a little bit, right? So contractors. If you guys probably all know good contractors, right? Or you know one contractor or whatever. You refer them to our system, and if they're a match for us and we put them in our platform, you guys got to understand, we're gonna explain to these guys how to do their own deals, how to do their own renovations, things like that. These guys all need to buy houses, right? Now, if you're the realtor that made that relationship with us, we have a tracking system in when we operate that if let's see a name over here. Let's say Elvita. Elvita gave us a lead, and it was not a lead. She referred a contractor to us. We meet the contractor. Contractor's great. We plug him into our system. We teach him about everything, and all of a sudden, he sends us a lead a month from now, or he wants to buy a house. Hey, I'm actually looking to buy a house now. We have a tracking system. Okay, he needs to buy a house. Who referred him into the system? All right, he referred, Elvita. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I'm Gercino, so I'm unique too. So Elvita referred him to the system. Therefore, she gets that lead. So we're going to have that tracking system to really make sure that you guys are able to grow and get leads down the road that you're not even realizing are coming in. You're getting a phone call. Hey, by the way, that, you know, that the engineer you referred to us, he's got his aunt wants to buy a house. He just sent it to my house, my flip. You were the one that referred him. Here you go. Here's the lead, pre-approval, ready in hand. Help them out for us. That's what we want to create here, to just have that kind of feeding machine, to just bring good people into our network. And in return, we give them so much value without charging them on our end that they are indebted to send us a lot of clients. And in return, you get those clients. So that's kind of the machine that we're trying to create here. And it's been effective so far. And it's just growing. So with that being said, I'd love if you guys are interested. I'll put my email as well here, and you guys individuals, I don't want to just bother everybody. So if you guys want to kind of take it to the next step, I'll put my email out and you guys could email me, and then we'll have a one-on-one, and we'll really dive into your personal goals and your personal vision of your field. Tell me a little bit about, you know, your expertise, and we'll create a real game plan to attack. So I'm putting it in here right now. I just put it out in the group chat for you guys.
Does anyone else have any other questions, or, you know, anything pop in your head as we were speaking? If not, you can always reach out to us separately as well. You know, through email, if you want to talk on the phone, whatever works for you guys.
Yep. Yeah, I'm getting some private messages. They're going to email me separately, so we're good to go.
Awesome.
All right, cool guys. Well,
Gercino, thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for your time, and keep killing it. And opportunity's gold right now.
Hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for hopping on, and we'll reach out. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.